Who should I hire to start my business? Who should I hire to start an LLC? What type of consultant should I hire to get my business registered? What about franchising, accounting and tax setup, trademarks, business names, state registration, getting a business bank account, contracts, partners, employees? Yesterday, someone asked this question: who should I hire when starting a business? What type of consultant? On one of my videos that talked about getting a business started, registering it, those sorts of activities. When I was going through the answer, I realized that the answer perfectly explained why and how I created my small business MBA. And this video may explain why you've had certain experiences in the past and to help you better prepare for hiring these types of professionals in the future if and when you decide to do so. Amanda here, you're watching the Business Finance Coach, where I simplify business. Remember, I give away my business spreadsheet template to help small business owners with their accounting and taxes. You can get it for free. It's linked in the description below. If you're new here, consider subscribing while still watching this video. Back to who should I hire when starting a business? So what was my answer to this question? Who should you hire when you're trying to get these types of business tasks done for your business? The traditional type of consultant or professional to hire would be a lawyer. That's because business structures are legal structures. That's how a business exists, is legally. That's what an LLC, a corporation, a partnership, these are separate business entities, much like a human being, thanks to our legal laws and rules. While a lawyer can do these things for you, there are a number of drawbacks to hiring a lawyer. There are three major problems when small businesses try to hire lawyers. Number one is the cost. It's usually thousands of dollars to have a lawyer set up an LLC for you. The second and third issue is the way lawyers work and how they work with other professionals. These are related, and I'm going to go back and forth in explaining them. When a small business is just getting started, you don't exactly know how things are going to go. Oftentimes, a business owner may form an LLC when it may or may not be the best thing for them to be spending their money on at that point in time. If you haven't validated a business, then it may not be the right time for you to form an LLC. Now, in some situations, it is necessary to get the structure set up first. I personally haven't experienced a lawyer who would exactly turn someone away from setting up their LLC. So a lawyer often doesn't have real business consulting experience. They may not be very skilled at helping business owners actually succeed in business, and therefore they're just going to do their part, which is file the legal documents for you and set that up, regardless of if it's the best thing for you to be spending your money on. Which leads me to that third reason why it can be kind of an unpleasant situation hiring a lawyer just to get a business started, and that's because of how they work with other professionals. Although when you form a business, the legal, accounting, and taxes are all related. Your accounting records are dependent on the legal, are dependent on the taxes, and your tax options are based on your legality and how you're formed. Lawyers only know legal, and tax people only know taxes, and accountants only know accounting. And it really takes all three of these people working together to plan for how a business is going to operate. But in reality, this just isn't necessarily appropriate when a small business is getting started. You don't need for this to happen. Of course, it can be helpful to understand the structures and tools, but these professionals are not there to teach you. In fact, they may not even know how to teach you. And to be honest, most of these professionals are not even comfortable working with small business owners. In the industries of legal, accounting, and taxes, they are dealing with usually one company, but the nature of the work is much different than working with many small business owners. And keep in mind, this is a generalization. There are a lot of great small business consultants out there that are lawyers, accountants, and tax pros. But overall, this has been what I've experienced, is that the services that a lawyer will offer a small business owner to get started just really don't help. And to be honest, they often cause damage for small businesses getting started. I even had this experience firsthand many years ago when I went to see a lawyer to form an LLC, and it was recommended that I also elect S Corp status. And the lawyer asked me if I wanted to do that, and I said, S Corp status? Why on earth would I do that? I'm a tax pro. And she said, I know you would probably know more than me, but she's the one encouraging small businesses to elect S Corp status. But this is all so inappropriate. The lawyer is not giving the small business owner any information about the accounting and tax implications. The lawyer doesn't even know these implications. So I think I've made my point. Don't get me wrong. Having a relationship with a lawyer is a great thing. Building relationships with these professionals is a great thing and can be necessary once your small business has gotten going. There is a big difference between super small businesses and businesses that have a bit more going on. They're moving more money, they have more people involved, and those types of businesses will need to use more professionals than the very small types of businesses, regardless of the amounts of money that you're moving. I hope this video gave some context and explained some of the nuances of hiring these professionals. So while I started my career working in really big business, I would often come in contact with small business owners who would ask me all sorts of questions. I didn't think it was right that small business owners feel so held back and confused and overwhelmed by business and accounting. And so I wanted to answer the questions, and I wanted to really make this information more accessible so that small business owners feel more empowered by these tools instead of confused or overwhelmed or literally held back by the very structures that allow small businesses to thrive and know their money. Because of what's explained in this video is exactly why I created my Small Business MBA, which is a live 8-week course. You can find the links in the description below. If you've downloaded my business spreadsheet template, you should have some emails from me telling you about this, because registration is open right now to participate in this course live. So this course helps you understand all of these aspects of business, getting a business started, registering, accounting, taxes, legality, everything in one place. And you get to take with you cheat sheets, checklists, and templates that you'll have for the future so that you can capitalize on business opportunities and ideas as they come up without feeling like all of this business stuff is a barrier to you moving forward. The other awesome thing about doing this course right now, you're actually going to have my help in applying this to your situation. So you can actually use this course to set up a business or to form an LLC or to get your business going and your accounting records set up and caught up if you've fallen behind. So if the Small Business MBA sounds like something you need in your life, be sure to check out the link in the description below. Otherwise, that's all for who to hire to start a business. I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. What type of business you have? Have you hired a lawyer? What's your biggest question about all this stuff? See you next time.